Hi everyone, welcome to part two of spending your first $1,000 in Performance Max. And this series is really just all about learning how to optimize, how to scale, and how to produce, conversions and conversion values. So we can just jump right in. So in the last video, it was really about fixing poor asset groups to help expand your spend, and that worked great, right? But now I'm trying to expand our asset groups to more nuanced categories. So I added the mortgage marketing asset group. And what this is, it's focused for our lead generation product, which is very effective for mortgage lenders. We have our website right here, right? So this is really important. We have a lot of verbiage that's targeting lenders looking for mortgage leads. We've got our case studies, right? And so Google's going to scrape this to help find target users. But also, when we dive into the actual creative aspect, I've got two videos here. So we've got two videos on generating mortgage leads. And what this is going to do, it's going to find people that interact with these videos, right? That's step one. And that, watch more than 30 seconds, maybe maybe subscribe, things like that. We're also adding mortgage marketing, mortgage lead generation headlines. It's important that we get our ad strength up to excellent, or Google will not serve these ads. And you can easily just scan through it right here. So YouTube shows you the Gmail format, search format, display, and then discover, right? Google's really shifting more towards omni-channel marketing in one campaign. So this is supposed to really help fill the gaps of where your users are really looking, right? Not all of them are always on search. They might be on YouTube or things like that. So this performance campaign really helps expand, your types of assets from video to search, to display and everything in between. So again, our ads are kind of similar, really focused on ROI focused mortgage marketing, high quality leads, things that, people in market would be looking for. So we can go now look into the actual audience signal. So what I've done is I created my audience signal around two things: people that are searching, and then what end markets they're in, I should say what. So these audience signals are really focused on two things. They're focused on people that are searching, and then whatever markets that they're in. Um, so this audience signal is based on two things: what they're searching, but also what audiences they're in, right? So Google has some audience segmentation based on search behavior and things like that. So the first one is people that are searching for mortgage marketing, people that are searching for mortgage leads, but also it's going to show people that have been to certain mortgage lead websites and things like that. So that's going to be the target. And what's really cool about this is that what we're going to do is that we're going to look at our audience manager, and we're going to break out an audience just for the people that are viewing those mortgage videos that are within my asset group. So we just went live with this pretty recently. So it's starting to build the mortgage video views. And what we're going to do is that we're going to actually utilize this audience to remarket through display, through Performance Max, and through search and through Gmail. So this is actually a really great way to layer on those audiences in an effective way. So we can just click here right now. And this is going to show you kind of like how big your audience is, when it started, and how you can utilize it. And when you actually create these audiences, the easy way to do it, right? So if you have a YouTube video, help me out. If you have a YouTube channel, right? Again, if you're running Performance Max, highly recommend getting a YouTube channel. It's going to help build audiences more effectively that can be leveraged across campaign types. So just hit YouTube users. You're going to name this mortgage video views. All right, 2.0. And then you're going to go to your YouTube channel. Any video, no, we're going to hit specific videos. So view certain videos. And then you easily just go in here and you just click the videos that you want to target. So anyone who's viewed these videos, and this can be through Performance Max, through paid media, or even through organic, right? So we're going to have this right here. And then it's going to help pre-fill anyone that watches video in the last 30 days. And then, you can add a description if you want. Mine's pretty, concise, so I don't know if I need to. But a lot of times I like to add descriptions if I'm like doing a customer match list and I want to show the time that I submitted them and how large that list is. Okay, so we're gonna hit cancel, and we're gonna go back, and then I'm gonna show you exactly how to utilize those audiences within Performance Max. So go to our asset groups. We're gonna go to our remarketing audience signal, and we're gonna edit this. And then we're going to go in here and we're going to try to leverage that audience that we just developed. So go to browse, go to YouTube users, and we're going to add mortgage video views, and we're going to hit save. And boom, so that's how you're able to push that back in there. One quick note, my audience only has about 20 people in there because I just started that asset group, right? But as it builds and once it hits that minimum threshold, Google's going to start to serve people in this remarketing asset group, and that's going to help exponentially grow that audience and help people become more familiar with your brand, right? Because the goal of Performance Max, when you're running a lead generation campaign, it's filling in the gaps, right? It's a long-term play. You're helping people know who you are, develop very distinct audiences, and then you're going to start to develop branded search campaigns and things like that. And it's going to, grow and expand over time as you start to get users that interact with your site. Click on your website, fill out forms, watch your videos. That's why, when you're running a Performance Max campaign, it's really important to leverage, conversions in multiple different assets, right? So primary and secondary conversions. This helps Google learn a little bit better, right? So we've got a few different conversions here. We've got conversion scroll, conversion video progress, and video start. These are all secondary. And what this does is it basically tells Google how engaged they are. So Google will now serve them even more. And when you have a lead generation website and that's your focus, there's only one real primary conversion, lead submission, right? So how do you help qualify people in the same way that e-commerce does, right? Where you have abandoned cart conversions and things like that. So you have to try to figure out ways to monitor your users and tell Google, whether they're engaged or valuable or not. And so that's why I'm adding the scroll. I have a few videos on our website. So if they watch it or start it at all, then it adds them into those buckets. And then you can create different audience segmentation utilizing that functionality. But like I said, it's important to give Google as much information so that your assets can perform better. So yeah, that's this video. We'll have another one probably next week on just how to optimize your Performance Max campaigns, especially when you're spending that first $1,000, to make sure that it's effective and scalable.